Christo Ananth channel members, viewers and subscribers, very good day to you all. So once again, I am really happy to meet you all. This time with a very genuine review about a Scopus index journal. It is called as International Journal of Basic and Applied Sciences. So in this video, we'll try to find out whether this journal is really indexed in the Scopus database, which quartile it comes under, whether this journal is also indexed in the Web of Science database, as well as IJBAS Journal Quality List. We'll try to find out whether there are any cloned or maybe fake websites regarding this particular journal. As far as this particular journal is concerned, in the website, they are collecting some article processing charges, but through the backdoor, through the agents, through the associations, and even through the conference organizers, they have split up this article processing charges, which means that they are collecting amount for normal publication and they are charging a slightly higher amount for fast track publication. So in reality, we'll try to find out the exact time they will actually take from submission till acceptance, till publication, till indexing of your valuable article in the Scopus database. So without wasting much of our time, let us go straight into the genuine review of International Journal of Basic and Applied Sciences. So this is the journal we are discussing about. So we have searched for this particular journal name. We have got the relevant search result. Okay. So first search result shows sciencepubco.com. Within that they have IJBAS. Okay. We also have other indexing databases discussing about this particular journal. Please try to understand that there is another one journal, okay, in the same Scopus database. It is actually International Journal of Basic and Applied Science. Okay, this journal what we are reviewing right now is having the letter S. Okay, so here we also have ISSN portal having similar information about this particular journal. So let us go with the first website. So this is International Journal of Basic and Applied Sciences. Okay, so please note the ISSN number. They have mentioned it to be a multidisciplinary journal, and in the home page itself they have given the relevant information. Actually, we reviewed a similar kind of journal in our last video. So the same Science Publishing Corporation is having this particular journal. Okay, so here the review process, they are taking around like 4 till 8 weeks, which is a maximum of 2 months. And after that, if accepted, your article will be published online within 1 to 2 weeks. So probably the total time period is 2.5 months. And the acceptance rate, they have given it to be 30%. Okay. So in the current issue, they have mentioned volume 14, issue number 2 of 2025. Okay. We find too many articles being published. Most of them are Indian author articles, and they have also displayed the DOI number. If you browse about the journal section, okay, so they have mentioned that they are assigning 2 till 5 external reviewers with the expertise in the relevant field. Okay, they follow a single blind peer review process, and the same technical details whatever we saw with the home page, we can find it over here. So this is the submission section. You have to create an account, then you have to log in and submit your paper. You have to submit it in English language in MS Word format. Okay, so complete author details should be mentioned. There is no prefix or maybe suffix should be mentioned within the paper. For example, doctor or maybe PhD or maybe DSc, nothing should be mentioned. Okay, and the keywords should be at least 5. Okay, so here the text format styles have been mentioned. Okay, so the figures, photos, tables, equations, they follow a particular format. You should follow them. Okay, and here in the references styles as well, they have given. When you browse through the editorial team section, the editor-in-chief is Belal Batiha. Okay, so this professor is from Jordan. We also have other editorial board members from different countries. So they have maintained some internationalism in the editorial board members, which is actually very good. The complete affiliation details are mentioned. Okay, also the email IDs being associated with their particular academic institution have been mentioned. This is also very good. If you browse through the indexing and abstracting, we find Scopus as the only high qualified indexing database, while other indexing databases are normal. If you browse through the article processing charges, they have mentioned it to be fully open access journal. Okay, so here they have charged $400, that is approximately 33,000 in Indian rupees. If you browse through the archive section, we can find some irregularity in the published articles. For example, 2017, they had around like 4 issues. 2018 again 4 issues, but if you see 2019 there are 2 issues. 2020 there is 1 issue. Again 2021 there are 2 issues. So there is some irregularity. Right now in 2025 they already have 2 issues being published. Okay, we find too many number of articles, and we believe that maybe an additional issue will be published in this particular year. As I mentioned, you have to create an account, then log in and submit your paper. So this is the information for authors for the Science Publishing Corporation INC. Okay, so probably the same guidelines whatever you saw with the journal, the same thing you will find it over here. In the About Us section, they have mentioned their affiliation details to be Amman Jordan. They have started during 2012, and the editor-in-chief information is also present. Again, in the contact us section, as I told you, they have complete affiliation details based in Jordan Amman. Okay, so we have the principal contact as well as support contact email ID associated with this particular domain. When you browse through the ISSN portal, we have got a different information. So they are based on Dubai, okay, UAE, but what we saw in the website is Amman, Jordan, which is completely different. We try to cross check the DOI of this particular journal. We have verified the details successfully. Okay, it shows Science Publishing Corporation. If you try to browse the journal information with regards to SJR, SciIMAGO journal rank, we are unable to get the relevant search result, which means that we are unable to verify the journal information. So that is the reason we decided to cross check in Scopus database. So in scopus.com, sources being selected in the ISSN, because we try to search with the ISSN because we are having some similar journal names in the Scopus database. We have got the exact search result. Okay, International Journal of Basic and Applied Sciences, site score is just 0.2. Highest percentile is 5%. Okay, if you try to click on this particular journal information, we have got the exact search result. Coverage years shows 2021 till 2025. So currently it is being indexed in the Scopus database. Okay, same ISSN, same publisher information, we can find it over here. We do not have a view homepage, but there are other ways to cross check. Okay, so in Scopus content coverage, you see 80 documents already being indexed in 2025. We are currently towards the end of June 2025. We already have 80 documents. Okay. As you see with regards to the published articles, if you try to cross check, the articles published in the website is more, but the articles indexed is less. Maybe in the future, those articles will be indexed in the Scopus database. Okay. But as you see with 2024, 2023, 2022, as well as 2021, we find exact number of articles being published as well as indexed in the Scopus database. If you browse through the site score, rank and trend, it comes under the 5th percentile. Since it comes under 0 to 25, so it automatically comes under Q4 quartile. About how long will this journal remain in the Scopus database, I really don't have any assurance whatsoever, because as you see over the years, we find approximately 6 to 7 articles on an average in a whole year being indexed in the Scopus database. Now suddenly in 2025, we find 80 documents already being indexed. So we believe that by the end of 2025, we will have approximately 150 till 160 documents being indexed in the Scopus database with regards to this particular journal. As you know that this journal comes under Q4 quartile, which means that this journal should exercise extreme caution, which they are not doing that. If you have real concerns or maybe complaints about this particular journal, please feel free to share with the Scopus Elsevier support team, sharing relevant proofs. If more complaints arise against this particular journal, they will take immediate action against this journal. We have a feeling that this journal might be removed from the Scopus database within the end of 2025 if they are publishing more of one country articles alone, and if they publish too many articles within one particular issue. Anyhow, this journal is currently indexed in the Scopus database, but we are unable to get the journal information in the Web of Science database as well as ABDC journal quality list, which means that this journal is not indexed in the Web of Science database as well as ABDC journal quality list. We do not have a cloned or maybe a fake website associated with this particular journal. As far as the article processing charges are concerned, they are charging $400 or approximately 33,000 in Indian rupees. The review process takes a maximum of 2 months of time. After acceptance, they are publishing your article within 15 days. So probably a total of 2.5 months is required for publishing your article in the journal website if it is quality enough. But through the backdoor, through the agents, through the associations, and even through the conference organizers, they are charging 40,000 in Indian rupees. They are giving acceptance within 2 months of time and giving publication within 2 months of time. With regards to fast track publication, they are giving acceptance within 2 weeks of time and giving publication again within 2 weeks of time. They are charging 62,000 in Indian rupees. As responsible authors, faculty members, researchers, and learned scholars, you have the responsibility to raise a concern to Scopus Elsevier support team if any journal does not follow publication guidelines, because we are depositing our hard-earned money to any journal which is indexed in the Scopus database. So if you have any clarifications, questions, queries, positive or maybe negative experience with this particular journal, please feel free to share in our comment section. So I'm sure you have benefited a lot out of this useful, genuine review. So see you then in another interesting, genuine review of a Scopus Web of Science SCIE ISI ABDC Journal Quality List